Who's inspired me that's been a part of the Coalition for Clean Air? Todd Campbell, Clean Energies, Eric Meandros, Joe Liu.
One of the people who inspired me the most at the Coalition for Clean Air is a person who I probably had the least dealings with at the Coalition for Clean Air, and that would be Ralph Perry. I joined the governing board and was sworn in at my first meeting that happened to be the meeting at which Ralph Perry was exiting the governing board after 30-some years leading the organization. His reputation for dedication, for commitment, for leadership, for the good of the public was impeccable.
Cindy Horn, everything that we did that had to do with dumping diesel, going to LA Metro and convincing them to purchase natural gas buses, or the Carl Moyer program, really was inspired by Cindy's advocacy and pushing us to make dumping diesel a priority.
Whoever said it was okay for I Am Green to get some funding for Clean Air Day, whoever that was who made that decision definitely inspires me, because it allows communities that need it most to get the education that we need to push forward and to advocate that the equity is baked into those policies and those laws.
I think what inspired me the most while serving on the board were my fellow board members. Their intelligence, their open-mindedness, the dedication, their passion. Each bringing his and her best minds to the table, and we were all devoted to the same mission. Now, we didn't always agree, but we were always mutually respectful and united around the final decision. I do need to point out one person for whom I am most grateful, and that is Cliff Gladstein. He was the one who mentored me about issues. He encouraged me when I would get frustrated about the lack of progress. I will always consider them my friends for life.
I was inspired by all of my colleagues at CCA. Dr. Liu and I worked together for a long time, and something that I found inspirational about you, Joe, is that you're able to seamlessly navigate between the different worlds of all the stakeholders involved with air quality.
I'm inspired regularly by how many former Coalition for Clean Air staff are still very active on important efforts moving a clean energy agenda, whether it's at the local level, City of LA, or in the state legislature as critical staff, or working in the private sector.
Sabrina Schiller. Sabrina is the reason why the Coalition had an office, the reason why the Coalition made such a name for itself. Sabrina really turned things around in terms of air quality in Los Angeles.
What I found compelling about CCA is really to have a group of people dedicate effort and time to this whole quest for clean air. My experience with CCA, by having good people at the table, staying the course, working together, collaborating on initiatives, identifying problems that need to be addressed, that good things happen.
Really, I have to say that the entire CCA team and the board of directors were very inspirational to me.
My greatest inspirations at the Coalition were always the staff, particularly the leaders of the organization. When I first got involved, Denny Zane was executive director, and he's a remarkable human being.
I was really impressed that Cindy Harrell-Horn and Ed Begley were on our board and came to our meetings and worked like just one of us, rolling up their sleeves, because this was such an important issue.
All the staff, all the great people I worked with on the board, I learned so much from everybody, and I had a great time. I had a lot of fun too. I just want to put a shout out to everybody, because it was a great team, and working together as a team, that's how we get things done.